Hello, everyone. How everyone doing? I hope y'all doing wonderful. Yes, I would like to talk about Camille. Was it Camille Kevin Samuels? Okay, they said that he died at 56. Yes, his YouTube on YouTube. To me, it seemed like he was kind of mean and a little hateful to some of the women he talked to. He talked about high value men and high value women and stuff like that. And he told one lady that because she was big, she was not going to find a high value man. She needed to find a man that's lower than her. And she was actually making big figures of money. So I'm like, do it actually matter what size they are? You know? But she was there to ask him questions and stuff like this. Now, he was talking to another young girl, Christian 25, virgin, and stuff like that. And to me, he told her that he wasn't going to let her finish talking. I probably throw some more in on this one. I just gotta find him, but y'all can judge for yourself. To me, he seemed like he was a mean man, and he might have some points on some things, but not at all. So I hope that he was right with God before he died, because if not, he gonna be in the pits of hell. But on that note, just for yourself and judge for yourself. But to me, it seemed like he was just another version of Tommy Sotomayor. No, people are tired of me putting Tommy Sotomayor in things, but it's a big difference. A lot of things that Tommy Sotomayor, he said the same damn things, and but he used bitches and hoes. And that he usually say and talk about it, and he talk very downly on black people. So, with that being said, the oldest Kendall Sandals is and the oldest Thomas Sotomayor is, they could have been putting things in a better way and being a little nicer to people and saying it in a general better way. Anyways, let's get on this.
What's going on with your camera? Because you're coming in. Do you have a church home that you go to weekly?
Yes. I just started going to it around Easter, so I'm not sure. I don't think so. But I could definitely check it out. It's a very small
Stop,
church.
stop. Here we are when you get to the problems. You don't go to a church regularly. The church you go to doesn't have an active singles ministry, so I'm sure they don't have a ministry that's actively promoting marriage. But the church why did you pick the church you attend? Oh God. Can you get close to the window or something? Because your Wi-Fi is doing something. I don't know what's going on.
Here,
you got people calling you or something?
Yeah, let me just turn my phone off. So I was going to one church in a different part of the DMV, and I noticed some of the things the pastor believed.
How are you supposed to find out?
How
are you supposed to find out? How are you supposed to find out?
I'm a member of a Black professionals networking group, and so
that's
I'm
not
there.
Christian. It's not Christian.
Or it's they
how
have.
How are you supposed to find? How are you supposed to see? It comes down to.
May you let me finish, please?
No, because you go on and go on. And
I was trying to tell you.
No, that's not how that's going. That's not how that's going to work. That's not how that's going to work. And that's not how it's going to work because I've given you plenty of latitude. You don't answer directly. The bottom line is you can have your belief. But I'm asking this fundamental blocking and tackling. How are you supposed to find Mr. Right? How are you supposed to find you? And if you're if you're in the dating environment with non-Christian people, being able to hold your chastity until marriage in a worldly dating environment, not likely.
Sort of what I was going to say is in these Black professional groups, they have different singles ministries for Christian, and I'm in those.
But again, who's leading you in who's leading you or guiding you in your quest to be found by your husband?
My pastor back home in Seattle.
Your pastor back home in Seattle, but you're not in Seattle.
Correct. And I do.
So my point is, I talk to women like that. When I talk about Christian feminism, I've talked to women like this. And if you guys will recall, the 42-year-old woman that lived in Seattle, the virgin, she was retaining herself. At the end of the day, you can have your belief, but unless you're dating from a pool of men who share your same belief, likelihood of running into a man that's going to wait until marriage? How long do you think after meeting a man before you would accept his proposal for marriage?
If she's in a online with her pastor back home in church, and if she's strong in her beliefs and she talking to her pastor back home just because she can't find one of where she is now, she's online listening to the ministry and stuff like that. I'm sure she have a number where she can call her hometown preacher. And if she's in another group for Christians, I'm sure she can find someone. She's 25 years old and a virgin. That is motherfucking wonderful. And obviously, the group business thing she's in, she actually is trying to be a great businesswoman. Now, he could have took it on that part and told her some key points on how to make what she's trying to become better for her. And he could have probably even gave her key points on finding some churches in her area. But instead, you see, if you're going to tell somebody about, okay, you're doing it wrong and this and that other, well, give them a solution also. It's too busy. Like he's looking down on people. Well, now he actually gets to look down on people. He's no longer here. I don't know why he's no longer here. They're saying that he was possibly killed by a nurse. That's kind of crazy. But what made them think that woman? What made them think that that's actually the woman? He could have been talking to another woman. You know, people things off of sites all the time, pictures, all the time. There's no telling. He could have been on the next line chatting with a dude, for all he know. Anyways, there's no here or there. But I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna find another one. So I'm gonna upload another one so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Keep listening.
How many dogs you got?
One.
Really?
I'm sorry?
What kind of dog is it?
He's a cane corso.
He's a what?
A cane corso.
What is that in English?
It's a larger dog, and their breed is meant for guarding and protecting, and they're very protective of their home and their family.
Okay, so what's your disagreement?
Honestly, I don't have a disagreement. I just came here because I honestly want some advice from you.
It says disagreement day.
Oh, I know, but this is my first time catching you on live. Normally I'm asleep. And
you have a job?
I do. I own a business.
Okay, so I do too.
And I do have a question.
But I have a business. And if you wanted my advice, you could always book a session if you can't catch us at the show live.
I was trying to go online earlier.
But all you have to do, man, but see, what kind of business do you own?
I own a pet grooming, doggy daycare, and indoor
Okay,
dog
so what you're basically trying to do is I have a disagreement day, and you basically came in and said, damn your topic, I want to ask you what I want to ask you. And but you are more than welcome to go on my website and purchase your time to talk with me one-on-one. Because what you're trying to do is rather rude. But I will go ahead and do it because I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 35.
35 years old. 35 years old and you're a business owner.
Uh-huh.
And what's your question?
My issue is, I want to know at what point when I'm just meeting a guy, do I tell him that I'm a business owner? Because my problem is that when I try to date down and the conversation comes up to where I own a business, the guy is either like, hey, can I come join in on you on that business? Or can I put some money to be a business partner? And I'm not looking for that. And I honestly...
Hold on. I need to be clear on this subject. Where are you at?
North Carolina.
And you're saying when to tell somebody you own a business?
Because I find when I date down, God... see an interest and want to be like a business partner. And I'm learning that maybe I need a high value man because that's what
Well, first off, ma'am, I really don't understand. What kind of man are you talking about? Because owning a business is no different than having a job, in my opinion. And
So-
I'm not getting what you're saying. When should you? I'm not understanding why this is an issue. If you're, what kind of men are you? What kind of men are you dating?
I try to give guys that not
Yes.
a
You
chance.
try to do what?
I try to give guys that's not on my level a chance.
Why? What do you mean on your level? What does that mean?
That's making 6 figures or more.
But I don't okay. You try to give guys who are not on your level a chance. Why?
And because I honestly want a 6 figure guy. Is what I'm realizing.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and net it out for you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
The guys you want aren't asking you out.
Well, I haven't been put myself out there honestly.
But you put yourself out there enough for the guys you don't want or beneath you to ask you out.
Those are like guys I met online.
Right. So, again, the men you want are not asking you out. See, you ladies do this. You go and deal with men who you feel are beneath you, and then you ask how to fix them. I'm not beneath you. I don't know how to fix a guy that's down there. That's not my concern. The better question is, why can't you get a guy on your level? That's the real question. Well, first of all, I would tell you what I said in here automatically is a problem. Why you would come onto a show that you know is a disagreement day? It's selfish. It's like, yes, ma'am. It's like I want what I want. I don't say things for no reason. That's why I asked you questions. You're 35 years old, a business owner. That means you understand what business is, and you know this is a business. And I have a show title, and you said, "Damn your show title! I want to talk to you." But you could have went to my business and booked time to talk to me. But you wanted what you wanted, how you wanted.
I'm sorry.
No, and I'm using this as a lesson. That's the problem with too many of you black women. You don't do shit the right way with black men. That was improper. And when I told you the right way, you still were like, well, whatever. So I'm gonna use this. When was the last time you had a relationship?
Like the end of last year around December.
How long did it last?
A year.
A year. And was that man? Did you go to college?
Did I go to college?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay. And how long have you owned your own business?
9 years.
And how long have you been making 6 figures or more?
The last 3.
Okay. Why do you need a man making 6 figures?
Because I'm finding out that the guys that I date it's not working out.
What does that have to do with money?
Because I feel like I need a guy that I can respect and admire, and I'm ambition, and I want a guy that has that drive too. And when he doesn't, I find myself, encouraging him like, "Hey, babe, you can do this and you can do that." And then,
all right. So in North Carolina, what percentage of the population, what percentage of men in this country make 6 figures or more?
I think it's like 5%. I'm not
closer to 10. So,
okay.
10%. All right.
Yeah, so basically on this one, he said he was going to make a teaching moment on her because she called in on a disagreement day. And she said that she worked. So, okay, so why get mad about it? Okay, maybe you can say some things to show these people that it was to call in on the disagreement day that they try to change their mind about you. So, with that being said, okay, She's talking about she don't all the men beneath her, or she feel as lower than her, are not making enough money, and she don't want to uplift them and tell them, oh, this and that, and she tired of doing that. Okay, whether you have a high value man or a low value man, or whatever the fuck, who came up with that word? Anyways, if you stay with that guy for a year, that's a long time. Well, what you should have been doing is when you went online and when you met him in person, you made sure he's the type of guy that you was asking about. He's the type of guy that he said he is online, because most likely he is not the guy that you said online that you talked to, that he was mostly lying. So therefore, if you would have got to know the guy the better way and really got to know him, you would have known from the get-go that he's not the guy that you was talking about. So basically, he lied on his profile. That's why you have issues of staying with them, because he wasn't the type of guy you wanted. Not because he was not high value, not because he wasn't making six figures. He wasn't a guy because he lied on his application. But it took you a year to figure that out. Now that's something, better advice that he used, which this man have over 40, was it? He in 1,000 million fucking range of men and women that follow him and watch him, and either watch him of hate or watch him because they inspired by him. Maybe he have a lot of points and stuff, but telling a female that she's too fat and she can't look for nobody, a high value man, she gotta go find her a fat man just like her, that's some fucked up shit. Now, that's why I say that, not because of whatever the case he said to people about people. You see, you gotta watch the judgment of people. Pay attention of the type of fucking man you want. If you don't know what type of man you want, how you gonna know? You see, a man that not making six figure can still be a high value man. Why? Because he'll be equal with you, and he'll love the same things you love, like to go to church like you do, or like to go to clubs if you do, like if you smoke or not, or you smoke and he don't smoke. That shit might not work out. It might work out, but it might not. Because people that don't smoke don't tend to be long and staying with someone that actually smoke because they don't like the smell of it. Same thing with drinking. That if you dating a guy that don't drink and you drink, might not work out. Because they got to do all that brushing the teeth, swishing and all that stuff to get the smell out. Now, so you got to find a man that wants the same things you want. It shouldn't matter how much money he makes. Long as he's taking business and have a damn job. That's all that matters. I know I met a lot of people that actually had a guy that was in the army, and she was a 6-figure woman. So therefore, and they found the way to make it work where they still together after all these years. And it's many, many more of people that are not with high value men or high value women, and they make it work every day. But if you're thinking that someone's beneath you just because he's not a high value or a 6-figure man or woman, and you wonder why when a motherfucker is being a gold digger and only wants you because of your money, that's what you need to think about. So to worry about finding you a high value man. If you're a high value woman, you shouldn't be worried about finding a high value man, because you can do for yourself. What you are searching for is your soulmate. What you are searching for is happiness. What you are searching for a relationship, a man that's going to be there to rub your crusty toes. A man that's going to be there to rub your fucking back when you are in fucking pain. You see, in other moments, that right there, high value can be that man that massage your toes, that man that rub your back when you feeling bad, that man that still got a job, but still got time to fucking pamper your ass. That's what you need to think about. You really need to think about what kind of man you want before I want a high value man. That's what tired of good shit that supposed to be with these big platformers that don't give a fuck. Just say fucking bullshit that keep things that's popping. I say things that I actually feel it in my heart. I actually feel what I'm talking about. Y'all have a great one, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe and share, because it might be somebody you know that need to hear it. Y'all have a great day. Hopefully soon when I get some things right and I'll be able to take calls like all these other people do on YouTube. As soon as I get that, I'm going to be on where I can take calls and answer some questions and talk to some people one-on-one. Y'all have a great one.